Have you ever found yourself pondering the intricate relationship between our happiness and well-being as we age? Specifically, have you considered how much of this depends on our understanding of our deepest needs, not just in a physical sense but also emotionally and spiritually? Aging is a process that often creeps up on us, bringing with it a wealth of wisdom and opportunities for reflection. However, it also introduces challenges that many of us may feel hesitant to confront. Among these subjects is one that remains heavily laden with silence and stigma: the role of masturbation in our later years. Why should this be a topic of concern for you? Because it transcends the mere act itself. It delves into the vital connections between our bodies, minds, and emotions. Research indicates that our intimate habits possess remarkable healing potential, can foster joy, and may even contribute to a longer, more vital life. Conversely, these habits can also illuminate deeper struggles, such as feelings of loneliness, unresolved grief, or unexpressed desires, especially as we navigate the quieter, often more introspective years of life. This discussion is not intended to pass judgment or perpetuate taboos. Rather, it aims to empower. Together, we will uncover the unexpected physical benefits of masturbation, its capacity to enhance our overall well-being, and the potential pitfalls of unmindful habits that may exacerbate emotional isolation. Most importantly, we will explore how to achieve a harmonious balance that nurtures not only our physical health but also our emotional growth and interpersonal connections. I encourage you to stay with us throughout this exploration, as the insights you will gain could profoundly alter your perspective on aging, intimacy, and self-care. We will also share the poignant story of Felipe, a heartfelt journey through loss, healing, and the rediscovery of connection. His experience serves as a powerful reminder that it is never too late to rewrite our narratives, embrace self-discovery, and cultivate the emotional and physical bonds that enrich our lives. By the time you finish watching, you will not only gain a deeper understanding of the role intimacy plays in our later years but also feel inspired to reflect on your own needs. You will be encouraged to break free from the shackles of stigma and step into a fuller, more balanced life. So, let us embark on this important conversation together. If you haven't yet subscribed to our channel, I warmly invite you to click the subscribe button and ring the notification bell to stay updated on all our latest content. I am genuinely eager to hear your thoughts on today's topic. If you find the content resonates with you, please comment 1 below. If it does not, feel free to leave a 0. Your feedback is invaluable as it helps me create better videos that align with your interests. Now let us delve deeper into this conversation. Aging often arrives quietly, much like the enchanting hues of twilight, bringing with it a unique blend of grace, wisdom, and undeniable fragility. This stage of life is frequently romanticized for its moments of introspection and the profound insights gained from decades of experiences. Yet beneath this surface lies a reality that is often overlooked: the inevitable changes and challenges that accompany the passage of time. These changes require resilience, patience, and a willingness to confront uncharted emotional landscapes. Approaching old age with an open mind and without prejudice is perhaps one of the most courageous acts we can undertake for ourselves. Among the many topics that society finds difficult to discuss openly is masturbation, particularly concerning older adults. For decades, this subject has been shrouded in silence, marred by shame, and dismissed as taboo, especially within the elderly community. The stigma surrounding this issue is so pervasive that even those experiencing the realities of aging often shy away from acknowledging their sexual needs and desires. However, science has provided us with a compassionate lens through which to view this practice, not as something shameful or embarrassing, but as a natural, healthy, and even essential aspect of human existence. Masturbation transcends mere physicality. It represents an intimate form of self-exploration, a bridge to understanding our bodies, and a pathway to embracing the unique, unchanging truths of who we are. Yet, like many things in life, balance is key. Without mindfulness, even the healthiest of practices can take on a darker hue. Consider the elderly individual who finds themselves enveloped in solitude, their once vibrant life now reduced to mere essentials. The joyous laughter of loved ones, the thrill of daily routines, and the comforting presence of companionship have faded into distant memories. For such individuals, masturbation may begin as a small act of self-care, a comforting ritual in an otherwise monotonous day. It becomes a means to release pent-up tension, reconnect with fleeting moments of pleasure, or simply feel alive. However, as time passes, what started as a comforting habit may harden into a hollow routine, stripped of joy, meaning, or intention. The act that once provided relief might transform into an echo of the emptiness they are desperately trying to escape. This raises a crucial question. What are we truly seeking when we engage in this practice? Is it merely the pursuit of pleasure, a response to physical urges, or a means to fill a deeper, unspoken void? These questions are challenging to answer but are essential for understanding the role of masturbation in our lives, particularly as we age. Without such introspection, we risk falling into patterns that provide momentary relief but fail to address the emotional currents beneath. Research has illuminated this complexity. For instance, a study published in the Archives of Sexual Behavior has suggested that daily masturbation may, in some cases, correlate with feelings of isolation and depression, particularly among older adults. This finding is both significant and sobering, as the elderly often face unique vulnerabilities, including loneliness stemming from the loss of lifelong partners, the absence of a fulfilling career, or a dwindling social network. For them, masturbation might serve as a temporary balm for emotional pain, yet it can also underscore the profound isolation they experience. In such instances, masturbation ceases to be a celebration of self and instead becomes a reflection of a life lived in solitude. This is not to suggest that masturbation is inherently harmful. On the contrary, it has been proven to offer numerous physical benefits, such as releasing endorphins, our body's natural feel-good hormones, promoting better circulation and maintaining sexual function well into old age. These benefits are especially crucial as the aging body often faces challenges like reduced flexibility, declining muscle strength, and slower recovery times. Masturbation can serve as a powerful tool for preserving physical vitality and staying in touch with our sense of pleasure. However, when it transforms into a compulsive, unthinking reaction to emotional pain, it can serve as a warning sign, revealing deeper psychological and emotional wounds. If you are still watching this video and find these lessons useful, please comment 1 below to let me know that you are still engaged with this discussion. Over the years, I have encountered many older individuals who have shared their private struggles with me. Some confided that masturbation became their refuge from a world that no longer seemed to see or value them. For others, it served as an escape from the heaviness of grief, the pangs of regret, or the quiet fear of their own mortality. While this practice initially brought them comfort, many admitted it ultimately left them feeling more isolated, yearning for a connection that transcended the physical. This highlights an essential truth. Masturbation, though beneficial in many respects, cannot replace the warmth of human touch, the reassurance of companionship, or the joy of meaningful relationships. As we age, nurturing emotional connections and confronting the feelings that loneliness often brings becomes increasingly vital. For some, this may entail seeking new friendships, discovering hobbies that bring joy, or reconnecting with family. For others, it might involve exploring ways to engage with their community or simply learning to sit with their emotions, embracing them with compassion and without judgment. When approached mindfully, the practice of masturbation can be a valuable aspect of self-care, a way to honor the body, celebrate its resilience, and find pleasure even amidst solitude. However, the key lies in intentionality. It is crucial to remain mindful of how and why we engage in this practice. Is it serving us? Is it contributing to our well-being, or has it become a mask that conceals deeper needs and unspoken desires? By asking these questions, we deepen our understanding of ourselves and create space for growth, healing, and connection. Ultimately, masturbation in old age is not a topic to be shunned or silenced. Rather, it reflects our ongoing relationship with our bodies, our emotions, and our shared humanity. It serves as a reminder that even in our later years, we are capable of exploring, learning, and fully embracing ourselves. By breaking the silence surrounding this subject, we not only empower ourselves but also pave the way for future generations to live with greater openness, compassion, and understanding. After all, the journey of aging is not solely about surviving. It is about thriving, finding ways to honor the body, nurture the soul, and remain connected to the pulse of life itself. As we navigate the later chapters of life, it becomes increasingly essential to tune into our emotions and recognize how we address our inner needs. Aging brings profound changes, not only in the body but also in the heart and mind, and how we navigate these changes ultimately defines our well-being. Sometimes, in our quest for comfort, we may inadvertently slip into patterns that, while initially soothing, can deepen the loneliness or sadness we wish to evade. To illustrate this, let me share the poignant story of Don Felipe, a man whose experience stands as a powerful testament to the resilience of the human spirit and the profound importance of connection. Felipe was a man of quiet dignity, one who bore the weight of life's trials with grace. In his younger years, he had been a devoted husband, cherishing every moment spent with his beloved wife, Maria. Together, they built a life rich in love, laughter, and shared dreams. However, when Maria fell ill, Felipe's world began to shift. For years, he cared for her tirelessly, witnessing her health decline and feeling the weight of helplessness, yet never wavering in his devotion. When she ultimately passed away, it felt as though a part of Felipe's heart had departed with her. Now alone in their small weathered home on the outskirts of town, he found himself adrift. The silence of his days was deafening, starkly contrasting the warmth and vibrancy Maria had once brought into his life. Without her, time seemed to stretch endlessly, and the memories of their shared life became both a comfort and a source of pain. In the solitude of his grief, Felipe began to search for ways to fill the void left by Maria. Initially, he turned to a familiar and private form of comfort: masturbation. For Felipe, this act was not merely physical. It was deeply emotional, a way to maintain the intimacy he had shared with Maria. In those quiet, solitary moments, he felt closer to her, as if the act itself served as a bridge connecting him to the love they had once cherished. For a time, this ritual provided him solace, a fleeting reprieve from the heavy weight of his loneliness. However, as the weeks turned into months, Felipe noticed a shift. What had begun as a meaningful way to remember his wife and reconnect with his own body gradually morphed into a hollow routine. The act that once brought him comfort now felt mechanical, empty, and devoid of the emotional depth it once held. Felipe began to realize that despite engaging in this daily ritual, his sense of isolation was only intensifying. His days felt repetitive, and his life seemed devoid of the purpose that had once driven him. In a moment of profound clarity, Felipe recognized that his habit, instead of alleviating his pain, was amplifying it. He began to ask himself difficult questions. What am I truly seeking in these moments? Is this act bringing me peace, or is it masking a deeper ache? These questions weighed heavily on him, but they also ignited a determination to change. Felipe decided it was time to seek help. Reaching out was no easy task. Felipe had always been a reserved man, unaccustomed to sharing his struggles. However, he understood that remaining silent would only prolong his pain. He found a compassionate therapist, someone who listened to his story with kindness and without judgment. In their sessions, Felipe began to unpack the layers of his grief. He came to see that his compulsion for daily masturbation was not merely about physical desire. It was a manifestation of his deep-seated fear of loneliness, his unspoken grief over losing Maria, and his struggle to find meaning in a life without her. Through therapy, Felipe discovered that he had been using this habit as a way to avoid confronting the vast emptiness he felt inside. With his therapist's guidance, he began to explore other ways to reconnect with himself and the world around him. Slowly but surely, Felipe started to rebuild his life. He joined a local reading group, where he rediscovered the joy of sharing stories and ideas with others. He volunteered at a community center, finding purpose in helping others and forming new friendships along the way. As Felipe opened himself to these new experiences, he noticed a profound change. The heaviness that had weighed on his soul began to lift, replaced by a sense of lightness and hope. His need for daily masturbation diminished naturally, not because he forced himself to stop, but because his life was becoming fuller, richer, and more meaningful. The connections he formed with others filled the void that had once seemed insurmountable, and he rediscovered the joy of living. Felipe's story serves as a powerful reminder that while masturbation can be a healthy and natural part of our lives, it should not become a substitute for the emotional connections we all require. It is a practice that can provide comfort and even joy, but when it transforms into a compulsion driven by unaddressed pain or loneliness, it risks deepening the very isolation it seeks to alleviate. As we age, it is vital to find balance, not only between body and mind but also between our inner emotional world and our external relationships. Paying attention to the signals our bodies send us and the emotions that arise within us is key to maintaining true health and well-being. Emotional wounds cannot heal in isolation. They require the life-giving air and nourishment of connection to mend. So, how do older adults who engage in daily masturbation end up? The answer is not straightforward, as the outcome relies on the role this practice plays in their lives. When it becomes a mindful, balanced expression of self-care, it can contribute to a healthy and satisfying life, even in old age. However, if it serves as a means to avoid facing deeper emotions or replaces meaningful connections with others, it can lead to greater isolation and sorrow. Felipe's journey teaches us that it is never too late to change, to seek help, and to rediscover the beauty of connection. His story reminds us that our sexual health is but one aspect of a larger picture, one that encompasses our mental, emotional, and spiritual well-being. As seniors, we must nurture all aspects of ourselves, recognizing that true vitality emerges not from evading life's difficulties but from confronting them with courage, compassion, and an open heart. Let us carry Felipe's wisdom forward, understanding that life, even in its later years, is brimming with possibilities for growth, connection, and joy. By embracing this truth, we honor not only ourselves but also the loved ones whose memories continue to guide and inspire us. If you are still watching this video and find these lessons useful, please comment below to let me know that you are engaged with me in this discussion. If you ever feel that an activity like masturbation has devolved into an empty routine or a means of avoiding deeper emotions, know that you are not alone. Recognizing this is a courageous first step toward change. Life, even in its later stages, is filled with opportunities for renewal, healing, and growth. Seeking help, whether by confiding in a therapist, sharing with a trusted friend, or opening up to a loved one, can pave the way to a fuller, more balanced life. There is no shame in admitting that you need support. In fact, it is one of the wisest and most empowering decisions you can make. Life is a journey meant to be shared, and wisdom lies in acknowledging when we need guidance. There is strength in vulnerability, in reaching out, and in allowing others to walk alongside us when the path feels uncertain. Remember, we are never truly alone. Support and understanding are closer than we often realize, and embracing them can transform even the most challenging times into opportunities for growth and connection. In the golden years of life, we are presented with a unique opportunity to live with wisdom and intention. These years are not to be filled with fear, regret, or shame. Rather, they should be lived with open hearts, ready to embrace the fullness of life in all its facets. This includes exploring and understanding our sexuality, a natural and integral part of who we are. There is no age limit to self-discovery, nor is there an expiration date on the joy that comes from understanding ourselves more deeply. Embrace your sexuality with curiosity and openness, allowing it to enhance your sense of self. But always seek balance and remain receptive to the lessons life continues to offer. Balance is essential, not only in our sexuality but in every aspect of our lives. Nurture your mind with enriching conversations, your body with activities that invigorate, and your soul with connections that uplift you. Seek out relationships that bring you joy and purpose, and never hesitate to surround yourself with people who appreciate the beauty of your journey. Simultaneously, cultivate moments of solitude where you can reflect and reconnect with the quiet truths of your heart. Let each day be lived with full awareness of what truly brings you happiness and fulfillment, whether through a warm conversation with a friend, the pursuit of a beloved hobby, or simply savoring the beauty of a sunset. Fill your days with intention, for life's richness lies in the small, meaningful moments that remind us of our worth and our place in the world. If this topic has resonated with you, I warmly invite you to continue this journey of self-reflection and discovery. Join us here at Sabia Ages, where we explore the nuances of aging with dignity, grace, and joy. Subscribe to the channel and share this video with your friends and loved ones, for these conversations matter. They open doors to understanding, healing, and connection for seniors and for anyone navigating the complexities of life. Leave your thoughts in the comments below, and let us continue this dialogue about the importance of balance in the sexual and emotional lives of seniors. Together, we can break the barriers of silence and foster a community rooted in compassion, wisdom, and the shared desire to live fully at every stage of life. Remember, every moment is a gift, and every day presents an opportunity to step closer to the happiness, fulfillment, and balance you deserve. Take care of yourself, nurture your body and spirit, and live with courage, joy, and purpose. Your journey is uniquely yours, and it is never too late to rediscover its beauty. As we draw this exploration to a close, take a moment to reflect on everything we've discussed today. From understanding the delicate balance between physical needs and emotional well-being to hearing Felipe's story of resilience and rediscovery. There is so much wisdom to be gleaned here. What have you learned so far? Is there one insight that has resonated with you the most? Perhaps it is the significance of mindfulness in our daily habits, the necessity of emotional connection, or the courage to seek help and embrace change. We would love to hear from you. What is one thing you've learned today that you will bring into practice in your own life? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Your story and insights could inspire someone else on their journey. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a comment below and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Together, let us continue to build a community that embraces aging with dignity, wisdom, and joy. Thank you for watching, and we look forward to seeing you in the next video.